shining, darkness glows so bright. You once told me I'd have to dim my light, my mystic being, held by gravity. I almost let you hold me back from everything. You shot my conscience, flew up to the sky. Are you still giving? But now I'd ask you why. Say I'm different, let your words run out. But I'm not desperate for your approval now. Oh, me and my shadow learn to let go. Oh, burning my fears now, still in the flower. Keep falling, falling, I'll keep falling, falling. I was gone, hanging on the edge, but now I come back like a goddess, like a
Try to hold the breath you've taken at last. It's getting cold, getting cold, getting cold, getting cold. A seething in my chest, you give me no rest. It's getting old, getting old, getting old, getting old. Used to fly higher and higher. These days I'm just going down, down. Whatever you do, every time I fall for you, if only I knew. Anyway, I fall for you, whatever you do. Every single time I fall for you, whatever you do. Every time I fall for you, oh. Try to hold my breath, you've taken that lead. It's getting cold, getting cold, getting cold. Always play pretend with a helping hand. Pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. This is not the end. and I drop again. But I'm not giving up, giving up, giving up, no. Used to fly higher and higher. These days I'm just going down.
Hello and welcome to our next episode of America Truck Series, presented by, of course, CHP Officer 20. A little later started than usual here. Had a lot to do today, and I'm just not that young to do it all anymore. Let's just put it that way. The only thing I could say for damn sure, at least my executive producers are actually older than I am. Anyway. Gonna probably take some shit for that one, but what the fuck. Anyway, want to thank you for joining in. Got an interesting haul here today. Maybe not. But anyway, we are here out of New Orleans. Of course, some of you will remember we just recently opened up the our New Orleans garage when we first pulled in. Actually, just as we were ending yesterday, to be more grammatically correct. We do have, we have mostly a full tank. We're probably going to have to sleep, though. But you know what? We're going to forgo the getting fuel part, and we'll just go ahead and get our trailer so we can get on the road here today from New Orleans. So glad so many of you can come on out and join us for this next episode of the series. We are, as always, hauling out of the Kenworth T680. Funny thing about this truck is I've actually seen on some of the forums and Facebook and so on, a lot of people who have used this truck, and when they switched over to Peterbilt, they claim better gas mileage. I mean, personally, yeah, okay, my gas mileage may be 4.7, but I think nearly 1,500 in between Phillips is pretty decent. Okay, so we are going to be doing a delivery somewhere we've never been. We're going to go up to Idaho Falls, Walmart. Wally World has ordered some forklifts from Caterpillar here, and we're going to be going ahead and hooking that load up and taking her to Idaho. Once again, somewhere we've never been. I'm trying to pick some places we've never been. Going to let you go ahead and, oops, wrong one. We're going to let you go ahead and get on out so you can direct us into the trailer. Or else could you get the full interaction here. Probably should have just turned around at the entrance and did it, but you know, that would have been too simple. We're going to go ahead and straighten up just a tad. Okay, attaching our cables. Cables connected, legs lifted. Okay, what do you say we get the hell on the road? Okay, so we are going 1,822 miles. We are going to have to rest in about 4 hours here. So that we can obviously not fall asleep behind the wheel. Me or my counterpart. As you see, we are bringing about 2 or 3 forklifts out to Idaho. They are the propane version so that they can be used indoors. Been a few years since I drove a forklift, though, I will say, and I do mean in real life, not video game. Once you learn how to drive a forklift, one, you never forget the damn thing, and two, let me tell you, You learn real fast what you can do, what you can't do, and you learn how to corner without toppling anywhere from 7 to 12,000 pound beast. Just saying. So we are on our way. As you see, my tire indicator is up into the blue range. That's a little different than the counterpart. The counterpart's rating is somewhere in the black range. But anyway, enough about me. Just going to try to go a little bit faster. Yes, we are speeding by quite a bit, but going to try to get some mileage under our belt before we start yawning. And furthermore, I just don't like resting before like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the game, so that we can usually get the most amount of daylight on our travel. So hope everyone's week is going well. We've only got a couple days here to go till the weekend. And thank you for spending part of your Thursday evening with myself. If this is anyone's first time to the channel, want to say welcome. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on whatever service you're viewing me on, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. Don't want to turn on my blinker so I don't have to hit AutoZone for any blinker fluid, or muffler bearings. That's the other one. Those bearings go quite common. Anyway, we stream 5 days a week. As you can see, I try to keep it on a schedule. Lately, my schedule has been kind of, well, I don't have any other way of saying it. My schedule has been kind of clusterfucked. So, yeah, my schedule's been kind of clusterfucked. So, the more I try to say I'll get in here at 1, the least likely it is for me to get in there at 1. So, pretty light traffic right now for 2 o'clock in New Orleans. We are on, I believe it was the 10 I saw us get on, which makes some sense. We're going to take this just south of Houston. We'll probably pass up through Houston, go up through DFW, and go out through the Panhandle, the northern Panhandle of Texas, into just as long as we bypass Denver. I don't care which way they direct us. I have no interest in hitting that goddamn hill, mountain, whatever. Anything that makes me slow down to 5 or 6 miles per hour is a goddamn mountain. So, okay, so let's see. We got about 3/4 tank of gas. So, of gas? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was actually trying to say there. Screw it. Yeah. But, yeah. Once again, Kenworth T680, 4.7 miles to the gallon. That's just about low enough that you could almost start measuring it in gallons to the mile. Got an ETA here of 34 hours and 50 minutes. And man, am I glad I'm not going the other way on 10. That's going to start backing up. If it's like the real life 10, it's going to start backing up a lot quicker than that. We are hauling for Caterpillar, for anyone just joining. We have, I didn't even see, 2 or 3 forklifts on the flatbed. So, just trying to get some distance under our belt here. If I'm correct, we might pass into Texas by the time it's 5 o'clock and I'm looking for a place to rest. Look kind of funny the way I know the way I just tried to itch my nose there, but you know. I'm going around a curve and I need to see what's going on because traffic is suddenly now a little heavier than I started out. Using a 600 horsepower. Kenworth is now at 40. Can't quite make that out. Looks like 46,484. Well, we'll take the John lane. How's that? When all else fails, take the John lane. Apparently, this is a popular lane to take in California, from what I'm hearing from the over the CHP and Orange County broadcasts. Why would you get in that? Never mind. That's a question I can't even answer in real life. I'm not going to ask it here. But anyway, yeah. So apparently, from what I hear on the CHP and Orange County radio when we're doing the LivePD episodes, apparently using the shoulder and going in and out of traffic is quite common. And what the fuck has just happened to my goddamn Discord server? Looks like it tried to refresh and everybody's name is missing. What the fuck? Oh, motherfucker. I just don't know. I don't know. You know what? Screw it. Oh, you know, as long... Oh, there it is. Yep, apparently I'm disconnected from Discord. You know, Discord commonly tries to update its shit, and they commonly fuck things up when they try to do so. The more Discord tries to keep things together, the more they should have just left it alone. But, you know. Every time there's a fucking update that says, we fixed this, and we added this, and we made it so it can do this. It's like, really? Great. So I'm unable to use it for an hour and a half because you decided to do an update. That worked so well, you kind of had to undo the update. But anyway, enough of me bitching about the illogical company trying to update software that doesn't really need updating. But anyway. Personally, unless you're going to make the damn thing shit Tiffany cufflinks, don't bother. So, yeah, anyway, T680 Kenworth, we're at 600 horsepower with a 7-speed automatic transmission. And let's see, what else is happening? Well, we recently passed 2,100 views on Twitch. Thank you very much to everyone out there in Twitch land who made that possible. And Mixer, we are continuing our explosive growth that we had back in last year. Welcome to Texas. Boom. Yeah, I have no idea, Alyssa. Basically, I looked over and my Discord is completely, all the names are blacked out. I looked down in the bottom left corner and it says disconnected. So, I'm guessing they're trying to update things for the better. So, if they're really updating things for the better, I will expect my Tiffany cufflinks after someone shits them out. Oh. You know, it's like the new update for Microsoft Windows 10. Oh, and here we go again. Icicle Punch 57. Welcome to the stream for Mixer. Now if we could just, you know, clean up the talk, all would be good. As you get to see, I do have a version of Nightbot working in the Mixer chat. You know, nobody likes, you know, a system where the Nightbots, and actually I was having this conversation with Dan and about having the bots overprotective of me. Unfortunately, it's comments that come in like that this is why they're exceptionally tight on me. Okay, we are going to have to stop and rest soon because otherwise this guy is going to fall asleep at the wheel. We are in Texas now, so and from the way it last did, it should go up from Houston to DFW. The game Icicle is American Truck Simulator, and obviously for PC. So hopefully, oh, and lo and behold, there it is. Discord just came back. Yeah, no worries, Icicle Punch. We all, you know, make mistakes in the language. No problem. I just saw I saw your first comment, your second comment first. I don't even know. Fuck it. In other words, let's just move on. Honestly, asking what the difference between a Peterbilt and a Kenworth is, honestly, like I'm passing a Peterbilt now, the difference is really design, contour, maybe engine-wise, but you know, honestly, it's gonna be like asking what's the difference between a what's going to be the difference between a Ford Crown Victoria and a Mercury Grand Marquis? Not a whole hell of a lot. You know, they'll obviously have some differences in design, but you know, if you pimp out the truck enough, they're all going to do about the same. But yeah, Windows 10 now, basically, Windows 10, when it comes time to update, is basically in the art of raping its client. They don't give, basically, you could say no to the, update all you want for up to 364 days. On the 365th day, it's going to do the update whether you want it or not. So, yeah, whether you want it or not, that update is going to happen, and you can only delay it for 364 days. This is why on the, and their latest, not their latest one, but they had a one called the Creators, the Creators Update, I believe it was. That Creators Update fucked up my system so bad, and not in a bad way that you normally would think. It screwed it up by actually making it so that I had a Windows old folder, like it installed a new version of Windows, which of course disassociated GTA in the registry, American Truck Simulator in the registry. Everything had to be reinstalled because it didn't work properly anymore. The only way I found to be able to reliably stop a update from Microsoft now is to actually create an IT policy on your computer so that it prevents your computer from going to Microsoft Update or any update sites for Microsoft and receiving or getting any updates. I did put out a video on that to show if anyone's interested in how to do it. I put a step-by-step tutorial in the help section of my channel. Follow those procedures and you will have the IT policy, and it should stop you from updating. I do feel inclined to say that you will lose contact with the Microsoft Store. So if you want to buy any apps for your computer from the Microsoft Store online, you won't be able to. Or it may stop it, I should say. It may prevent you. But, and so I did put that out there. That is on the help section. Yeah, pretty much a John built. No, it's a Kenworth. You can tell that by the KW on my steering wheel. And the Kenworth truck has the highest upgrade of engine I can get into it right now, which is the T680, which is the Kenworth brand. I have the 600 horsepower engine and a 7-speed automatic. And let's see, what else did I put on it? Obviously, roof beacons, the 2 forward mirrors so I could see my blind spots, and obviously I'm also on T680. I'm also a what do you call it there? On T680, I'm also a it's basically a studio apartment behind me. Basically, what you're looking at behind me is pretty much what it would look like on the T680, except for one thing. Unless this truck was in Europe, my image would actually be on the other side of the picture. Okay. Hopefully, okay, I'm gonna step things up a little bit because my guy's getting tired and I have no idea how long it is to the next exit. Because if my next stop is DFW, then 75 miles per hour is something I don't want to be doing. Because at the speed limit, it's about a 5-hour road trip to DFW. From Houston, so it's around 5 to 6 hours, ballpark. That's why if you tell me to go to DFW right now, I will drive my happy ass to George Bush International, and I will yeah, I will. Oh, Jesus Christ! Now you get over, you stupid dick. Yeah, I will drive my happy ass to George Bush International, and I will take a plane, and I will get to DFW in an hour. Well, okay, hour and a half. Okay. We'll pull in here and get some gas. And, then we'll pull in here and, let our guy get some rest before he starts falling asleep on me. Okay, turn that damn thing on, turn that blinker off. Okay. So let me go ahead and take care of something here. Okay, and Okay, turn that off. We'll go to the outside view here. Oh, only two forklifts. Actually, those look like the ones well, it looks like one of the three I used to drive. Okay, 5 a.m. and we are gonna get our ass going. Turn our lights back on. I will decide not to pull a raid. Okay. Yeah, I try to drive when we're gonna have the most possible daylight, just because this game doesn't have much in the way of ambient lighting, so it does stay rather dark at night. Well, you see, the thing about an Apple, Alyssa, is it is a, they are very proprietary with their stuff. You know, it would be, you can buy, you can buy the operating system, I think, from Apple, much like you can do with Microsoft, but I'm not sure about that. Because basically, computer parts are computer parts are computer parts. There's not really, it's not really Apple parts, parts and Microsoft parts anymore, for the most part. But yeah, the operating systems, you know, you'd have to see if you could buy that, which I'm not sure of. I know there are a lot of different options nowadays. There is, for instance, you can actually get free the Chromium, which is actually Google's operating system. It's the same operating system that comes on the Google Chromebooks. You can also get things like I love how this was told to me ahead of time. You can get, you know, Linux operating systems. Some you pay for, some you are free, like Chromium and Ubuntu and things like that. But yeah, the Apple, I'm not too sure of. I mean, like I said, basically you could throw an Apple operating, you could buy a Windows computer, delete the Windows operating system, format it so that it's readable to Mac, which that's about 30 seconds, and install an Apple operating system on Windows parts. It'll run. You could, yeah, there's virtually no difference nowadays, and I'm going to pass another fucking exit. Motherfucker. Almost passed it. But yeah, I'm not sure if you could get the Apple operating system. I'm just not sure of. So I know, yeah, Apple's just protective over its proprietary stuff. So we are on the way. We're 1,283 miles in. And oh, we got something coming up. Allow me to get all the way over so I don't risk hitting anybody. Oh, 2 cars, 2 cops with a vehicle boxed in. Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Love it, love it, love it. Did I say I love it? Get this thing up to 85 and we'll cap it off. There we go. Because as we get closer to the northern panhandle, it's going to get up to an 85 limit. So, well, I mean, it all depends upon what you're actually going to use it for. Fuck. Yeah, it all depends what you're going to use it for. Or I should say, she's going to use it for, because there are pros and cons to those other operating systems. With Windows, you're going to be compatible with almost all the software out there, with exception to, you know, ones specifically built for other operating systems. And there's a lot of open source software you can get that's going to be easily compatible with Windows and so on and so forth. Windows is also going to be probably the more user-friendly next to Apple. Ubuntu is okay. It's free. It's a good operating system. And like I said, it's free. And there is a good deal of stuff out there. But it can be a pain in the butt compared to Ubuntu is more comparable to Apple in the idea that just the way the desktop looks and the feel of everything. But the way to install something on Ubuntu is a little bit more complex as far as when compared to an Apple. Android, again, I mean, that's basically what the Chromium books are based on. It's based on the ARM soft OS. So again, you'll have a lot of software for you in like the Google Play Store and things like that. And you'll have some software available at places like what the hell is the name of that open source? It's not coming to me. SourceForge, there it is. You'll have a lot of software available at SourceForge and places like that. But that's pretty much going to limit you as far as the apps you can get or the programs you can get. God, am I glad X actually doesn't do anything in this game. So I just kind of fat-fingered X and C. But, yeah, so like I said, it all comes down to what she wants to use it for. If she's looking for the software that's the most, and he's going to nail me. Motherfucker. There it is. If you're looking for software, something that's going to be most compatible with most software, then it's Windows. If you're looking for something that's technologically a little bit better but not as much software, then Apple. If you're looking for something that's not going to cost you a whole hell of a lot with operating systems or whatnot, and you don't care about the other programs, and you feel adventurous, then you can go the third-party solution and go with like Ubuntu or Fedora or Linux or other Linux softwares. Or if you wanted just go with the ARM, you could go with chromium. Well, exactly what what I'm saying is what she will use it for. So she's not going to use it for work, and she's just going to use it for some internet hopping and whatnot. Then it's pretty much, and she's not going to be, doing any, gaming on it or anything like that. Then, you can go with you could probably go with the Chromium or. For the Android-like operating system, or you could even do the Ubuntu, and that way, like I said, it's it's a stable operating system and it's free. Okay, passing through Wichita Falls now. Oops, speed limit's dropping to 60. I would love to pass this person, but I gotta get off right here. Speed back up here. Okay, and we are reclimbing up to speed now. Oh. I was thinking of actually transferring the trucking company out to Houston just to be like real, but I don't think I'm going to, and the reason is because it's too close to home. I have to do that stuff 7 days a week. Why am I going to do it in the game too? Okay, we'll go ahead and set to 90, why not? Like I said yesterday when we were driving from, starting out our route from Bakersfield, I said it's a 900-mile trip and 700 of it's going to be in Texas. Just one massive state for anyone who hasn't been through here. However, only the second biggest in the United States as a whole. Basically, in order to become the biggest, we would actually have to have global warming happen and melt some of Alaska. Of course, technically, I guess that would make we would still get smaller because some of us might be under the Gulf. Well, yes, you see, in like the Google Chromebooks, for instance, they go straight to the Google Cloud, where you got Google Docs and where you have your Word program, your Doc program, your spreadsheets, your Google storage, and obviously it should have very easy compatibility to the home speaker. This guy's doing 75 in the fucking passing lane and the speed limit's 75, so he's kind of getting on my nerves right now. And you know, it's not even like I could say, well, this is the video game, and it's, you know, the AI just spawning a vehicle. They don't really drive like that. Yeah, horse shit. These games like GTA and games like, why are you braking? Oh, slow down, you fuck. This guy is risking not making it home to be with his family ever again. His place of death is going to be fucking Childress. Good. The good news is if I kill him, there's a cop right there that can do the report. There. Surprised they didn't start honking at me. That connection should be possible, yes. I will admit I haven't used the Chromium operating system, so I don't know. I don't know enough to be able to say 100% they'll be able to, but they should be able to. Little acid buildup. Not exactly the best thing in the world to taste in your mouth as you're driving along. Get my speed back up here. We'll throw the cruise back on. We are at 1,084 miles. And we're still in bloody Texas. So, for all of you just joining in, we are in a we have a delivery today going from New Orleans over at the Caterpillar plant. And we are taking two indoor propane-fueled forklifts to Wally World or Walmart over in Idaho. Well, we got 1,050 miles to go. That should be roughly about another 45 minutes or so. Making some good time, though. I will say we're on the 287 right now. And not sure exactly what cross point we're going to cross here. Like I said, I just hope to God going into Idaho Falls we're not going to be looking at going anywhere near goddamn Denver. Get over to the next lane. We got an exit coming up. As always, we have a satellite map that you can track our progress. Not right now, unfortunately, because we are outside the range of the map. The map only does the legitimate DLCs of California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. And goddamn suicide fucking jockey. So the flasher's on just so that they know that I'm getting up to speed as fast as I can. Okay. But yeah, so I won't be able to track us right now because obviously we're not in one of the 4 main states. We are in Texas right now, which is outside, of course, of the SCS DLCs. But once we get back within, you'd be able to track us. You'd see our blue dot, and you'd be able to track us in real time on that map, whether we're online or not, and playing the multiplayer or single player. You could do that by going to map.vtlog.net. Well, I blew that stop sign. /ATS. Yeah, that stop. I just went right through that intersection with no fucks to give. Holy shit! No fucks, just wham! Thank God that guy probably scared the hell out of him. All he's got is this big Freightliner coming at him at like 60 miles per hour. I couldn't have stopped if I wanted to. And I actually was going to, but you know what they say. Anyway, we can also, if you have truckers, why is he stopped in the middle of the road like that? What the fuck? Anyway, if you have the game America Truck Simulator and you wanted to join a virtual trucking company, we do have one available, American Patriot Trucking. You can apply simply by going to vtlog.net /company/2308, and on that screen it will be a big red button that says apply or application, or it'll say something. It'll be a big red button on the left hand side. And once you click that, fill out the information, one of us, either myself, Jay, or Zach, will get back to you. And we're coming up into Dumas. Got a left-hand turn here to make. I am going to have to go third person though, because I am not going to be able to see that light. Wondered if that was going to be an invisible zone. Had my share of those invisible construction sites. Yeah, Dumas isn't near the end of the world, but you can see it from there. Okay, County Route 87. We're at about 10:15 in the morning here on a Wednesday. I didn't even see when this has to actually be delivered. We have to be there at 8:23 Mountain Daylight Time at the latest. So, we should be there with all of that to spare. One lane here. Whoa! Fuck me, fuck me. Fishtail. Okay. Locker in at 81. We shouldn't get fucked with too much. Speed limit is 75. Stay in third person for a little bit. We haven't done that enough yet today. I don't mind either way, to be honest. And so many ways I could say that differently and better. Get that fucking black box off my screen. I can't see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 81 is not the speed limit through the township here, is it? Oh, it is 65. What the fuck? Remind me not to cross the street. Jesus Christ. Speed limit 65. Okay, sure. Her back up to speed here. Speed limit should hopefully jump back up here to 75 in a moment, or not. That's okay, we'll put her to 81 again. I don't care. I can spare the money. Okay, so want to thank everyone who's joined in here so far. If you are brand new to the series, I want to welcome you into the show. You are watching the American Trucker series from CHP Officer 20. If you are brand new, welcome and thank you for joining. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button on whatever channel you're watching us on. Oh, they're backpedaling us to Mexico. That's just great. So that means we're probably going to go up to Denver, in which case I'm going to kill myself. I'm just gonna put the truck in drive and just let it go forward on me. Anyway, but the good news for you all is now you can go to map.vtlog.net/ATS. Why would you stop at a yellow light, you jackass? Holy shit, man. Guy wasn't stopping at any yellow lights for the whole time, and then he wants to stop for one. Are you shitting me? Okay, so Yeah, while we're in New Mexico, you can go to map.vtlog.net/ATS in a separate tab, and you'll be able to see us. We just entered New Mexico from the Texas-New Mexico border. We are proceeding north. I'd imagine a northwesterly direction. Unfortunately, I don't have a compass in here. And absolutely glad to do it, Cirrus. So we are proceeding to Idaho Falls to deliver 2 indoor forklifts to Wally World, aka Walmart, and we are 892 miles out. It is about 10:30 in the morning Wednesday, so we will definitely be making, I would imagine we're going to be there probably sometime Thursday, if not Friday morning. Tiger Squad Games, welcome into the chat from Twitch. How you doing today, Tiger? Oh, here we are. Another one of these. Speed limit 65, and he's in the passing lane doing 66.
Break 19. This here is the rubber duck. Is that pork chop I hear out there?
It sure as hell is. We are on the way to Idaho Falls.
That's a big 10-4 in Idaho Falls. You're in, where are you at there?
New Mexico.
Yeah, that's a big 10-4 there. You watch it over there in New Mexico. Them bears are out running hard today.
Yeah, they definitely are. Haven't been called into any way stations yet, so that's coming soon.
Yeah, I'm hearing on the CB radio chatter there that someone ran a red light back there in town, blew around another truck and ran a red light.
Tiger Squad Games, welcome into the CHP Officer 20 family. Thank you for following, man. Glad to have you aboard. Yeah, that truck was me. I almost got into a rear end collision. He decided to stop at a yellow.
Yeah, well, last I heard, them smoky bears are looking for you there, right?
They're always looking for me. $1,000 here, $1,000 there.
Alright, damn pork chop, you just keep between the white lines, keep the bugs off your windshield. This is a rubber duck and I'm out of here.
Rubber duck. 10-4. Okay, so we are at 850 miles out, and we are 17 hours out. Like I said, I'm predicting Friday morning delivering this into Idaho. Go ahead and speed her up to 81 miles per hour. I don't know why I like 81 right now, but yeah, no. To get it to 81, don't know if I'm going to. It may. I love it, the fact that I got so many different so many different garages across the United States right now, that while I'm doing these long hauls, or at least longer ones, I'm making money in the in-between, so that way if I do get that $1,000 speeding ticket, and I will, it's paid for. I don't know, 80, 81, just doesn't seem like I'm going too much over the limit, especially when the speed limit's 75. So, made some updates to the... Oh, I'd be interested to know what Kaylee did for too many emotes. You know, if I could have the Nightbot on YouTube be as strong as the one I have on Mixer. I'm sorry. Have the one on Mixer be as strong as the one I got on YouTube. I wouldn't have to deal with any kind of trolling at all. I don't know. No, we got a New Mexico cop right in front of me driving the FPIU. Looks like he's doing at least 80 miles per hour, though, because he's pulling away something good. Looking at 790 miles, which is another good thing, because 800 miles is about the limit. And we got the great one, 1137. Welcome into the stream from Mixer. Thank you for the follow, man, and welcome to the CHP Officer 20 family. Excuse me. So yeah, so we're making some changes over on the CHP Officer 20 side. We're making changes to our fivem server. I've recently added several new little things. I've completely revamped the server. We have a complete job market, from the illegal activities to all the legitimate lines of working. Full phone system, the works. It's been, basically the server's been neatened up. I once was on the FSX, which is the newer of the fivem servers. I've actually gone back to what they would consider the legacy, which is the ECX, and it just neatened everything up so much that it was just great. Yeah, no, I didn't say she did, Dan. I didn't say she did. I said I would be curious about what the question said, or what what her statement was that it called her on it. You know, it's like I don't get it. But I wish I wish the Mixer Nightbot was as strong as the YouTube one. But yeah, so right now you should be able to track us on a live satellite view of the SCS map. You'll be able to find our blue dot traveling through New Mexico. You'll be able to track us until we pass into what the hell is it? Colorado, Utah? I don't know. I'd have to see the map. I can't remember this shit. That's why I write things down. Anyway, let's see. How are we doing? It's noon. Well, I'm sorry. This guy isn't resting yet. I try to keep this guy, as I've said before, I try to keep him driving during the day, just because the ambient lighting here in the game isn't that good. So that's, like I said, that's why I do a lot of I try to fight to keep him on a set schedule on delivery. Yeah, well, I got the part about her it being Kaylee and not Cyrus. I got that part. Okay, so we are at 727 miles. Back ourselves off this little bus up ahead. Good. He got the hint. I was worried I was going to have to blow my horn at him. Tours east. Well, at least they know where they're from. Okay, where are we? Okay. So right now they got us arriving at 3:20 on Thursday morning, and we're being called into this way station. I just know it. There it is. Oh, hell. It's wonderful when you know you're... It's wonderful when you know you're fucked and, you know, you just plan for it. I'm definitely not an oversized load. I'm only carrying a couple of forklifts. Have to wait here while he gets late. I mean, Wade. So what else did we update? We updated a new locking door script. I do have to take a look at it though, because the only way to get into one of the police stations now on the fivem server is to actually clip through the door. It's almost like it puts a cement barrier in between the door and you. So I do have to take a look at that, but it does a wonderful job as far as registering that you're a cop and you have all authorization to lock and unlock the doors. It does not conflict with anything else. Also added in the hands up script, which is something obviously needed. Let's see, hands up, that one, and I remember, Jesus Christ, I only did it an hour ago. I don't know, I can't remember. I uploaded a few of them. Oh, I put in a blinker and brake light script, but it didn't seem to activate when I was in the server. So it's supposed to be an automatic script. It didn't seem to activate when I was in. So, Jesus Christ. Oh, goody, we're going through Denver. Now I know where I'm going to spend the most of this 14 hours. We're just going to hammer down because we're going to need the fucking speed here in a moment. But, yeah. So we put in the hands up script, put in the locked door script. I did try to put in some new scenes for the prison over at Bolingbroke. I did try to put those in, but when I was trying to go through them and take a look, it's just not. I didn't really find anything worth, worthy or worth the role play experience. I know I put in more things than that. I just can't. I'm just not coming up with them right now. Funny thing is, I got the folder still open, but it's behind my OBS, and so I'd have to I'd have to minimize my OBS to find that crap. Well, no, I'm not talking about the hotshot one. I'm actually talking about CHP Officer 20 and our fivem server, which is actually called CHP Officer 20. But the Moose 234, welcome in from Twitch. I can't even think how much I actually put in, and it's not that many, but my short-term memory just is not doing it. Oh, we're hitting some traffic. Been hitting a lot of traffic lately. Tomorrow we will have a return episode of the Cops LSPDFR Matrix LivePD session. That will be returning tomorrow. That's funny too, because I thought you said something else, Dan, because I got that message. Well, like I said, Dan, yeah, I got that message. I thought she sent something else when Nightbot did a warning. So, apparently, it didn't prevent the message from coming through. I still got it. And normally what happens is I don't get the on my end with the program I use. I won't get the message on my end if you guys don't get it. So but like I said too earlier in the stream, unfortunately, at the level Nightbot is essentially taking care of me. Apparently, I need to find a way to put the mixer Nightbot at the YouTube level, because it would have prevented the trolling yesterday. So, and while I don't mind doing that, oh, we just entered Wyoming. Now entering Wyoming. Be prepared to enter boredom. Oh hell. Fuck. Went a little too fast around that hairpin. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I mean, but I think, honestly, I actually got the full message with the smiley, actually. So, because when I put you on the list there, Cirrus, I don't remember if I put you in the same box as Dan, or I just put you on the approved user list. So I'm getting your full message. So okay, we'll go ahead and step her up here, say 84. How's that sound? I'm not exactly how far we are to the nearest city here. I know this guy is going to have to rest in about 2.5 hours. But doing that schedule will actually keep us from driving too much into the dark, pitch black night. And getting back, one last thing about the CHP Officer 25M server. If you wanted to join in and take a look at it, you do have to have the game for PC, obviously. But the CHP Officer 20 server is for now not whitelisted. I have not re-engaged that security yet. This way some people can go ahead and jump in and check it out. It is going to be trainerless. And at some point I may bring in a M menu. At some point it is, and the only reason for that one is it's completely server-sided and is programmable. So other than that, if you wanna get a car, you have to buy it. If you want to get a gun, you have to buy it, and so on and so forth. This way it's going to prevent people from coming in and, you know, trying to do the RDMs and the VDMs, because you're not going to have anything. You know, you're going to get a little bit of unemployment compensation if you don't get a job, and that's about it. And most of that you're going to have to use for food, or else you're going to die. Probably should have stopped there, because no, not yet. It's only 3 o'clock. My guy will yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I got your full message, unlike before when Nightbot was doing its thing. I was only getting the Nightbot message. So your full message is coming through. I wouldn't worry about it. This cop theoretically should not bother me. I am only doing 84. However, it is a boring day in Wyoming, so who the fuck knows? Okay, so one more time. You can also follow along with the series. Right now, the CHP Officer site is still down, but we are making strides to get that back up. Many people, if you're just joining in with me for the first time, I had a server actually die on me. I am slowly and surely restoring a lot of services. Just a lot of work to rebuild from memory, if you know what I mean. But if you want to follow along with the series, obviously chpofficer20.info. So yeah, try that again, John. chpofficer20 on Facebook, ACS77043 on Twitter. If you want to, I do have a list of commands for all my viewers over on Twitch. To get those commands, simply go ! And commands. And that will give you a rundown of all the commands available. For instance, if you wanted to subscribe to us on YouTube as well, it would be ! YouTube. If you wanted our Discord, ! Discord, and so on. Coming up on the once we stop to actually rest, I'll go ahead and throw those commands in there for you. I normally do it at the start of the stream, but today I did not. On the 80. Okay, well, I know I'm going west now. The part of Interstate 80 that I'm well versed on is, of course, the part of it that's on the East Coast that goes from Jersey to Scranton, PA. Very well versed on the 80 with that. Not so much on the one that goes from Scranton all the way down, all the way out to, I believe, Reading. Well, beyond Reading, but using that as a focal point. So, I want to thank everyone who's joined in here today, spending your part of your Thursday evening with me, taking a drive across the country here. We started off in New Orleans at the Caterpillar plant, and we are currently towing 2 indoor forklifts and to Wally World over in Idaho Falls. Well, we are currently 445 miles out. I got to get more of a behind the cab view, so I know I'm keeping it between the lines. Oh, my guy's now getting tired. So we will be stopping at the next rest stop here. See what this sign says coming up. At least I thought there was a sign coming up. Nope, it's a box truck. Oops. Okay, so what does my GPS say? Next rest stop is 1 hour and 25 minutes. Okay, so we will stay on course here and intercept that thing in about, I would say probably, what, maybe 6 minutes real time or less. But, yeah, so tomorrow we will be back with an episode of the Cops in the LSPDFR Matrix LivePD edition. And, see what the hell we can get into while trying to, maintain law and order on the streets of San Andreas or California, depending on your mode of interest. Oops. Going in between lanes again. I'm so important, I want everyone's lane, including my own. So, like I was saying earlier, it's been a while since I actually driven fork trucks. Been, what now? 10 years. I will say it was probably one of the most fun things I had to learn to drive. Learning not to topple, it's also important. There was a orange Toyota forklift actually that was actually my personal favorite. Small, but spunky. And of course, if you have ATS, getting back on another topic now, I'm topical. Anyway, getting back on another topic, if you have the American Truck Simulator, all you gotta do, and you wanted to join a multiplayer virtual company, you can go to vtlog.net/company/2308. It's that very link at the bottom of your screen, and that will enable you to click that red button to the left to apply for the American Patriot Trucking Company. And normally that top link, that map.vtlog.net/ATS, that one normally will be able to allow you to track me in real time when I'm playing single player or multiplayer. But right now, since I'm in Wyoming and going to be in Idaho, it won't actually work. It only tracks the 4 DLCs that are actually in the SCS version of the game, which right now is only California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico. When you're joining up with our virtual trucking company, obvious requirement, you do have to have the game. American Truck Simulator. That's number 1. Number 2, we don't limit you on your truck design. However, you do have to have a cab design of something patriotic. There are many to choose from on the multiplayer. Third is more of a recommendation. You are recommended to have the New Mexico DLC. just because sometimes we will do convoys to New Mexico, and if you don't have the DLC, you won't be able to take part in that particular convoy. We get on most nights that we're not in the other server. How the hell far out is this? How the hell far out is this rest stop? Oh, 4 minutes, so it's just up around the bend, must be. I'm looking at the clock, it's, you know, 6:10, and it's, it was only supposed to be 4 hours, 1 hour, an hour and a half out. Mr. Drama here keeps yawning like a drama queen. So longest goddamn 4 minutes I've ever heard. I almost wonder if that part of it's real time, because game time wise it's been 14 minutes. I never stopped to think about that. I only usually compared it to the in-game time. But I wonder if that one isn't like real time, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense for it to be real time, considering everything's built on a 1 in 20 scale ratio. Okay, so we should be seeing it come up here soon. There it is. I hope. Nope, entering Utah. What the bloody hell? Okay, well, if this is our actual way station, we might be called into it, but I'm going to pull in either way. We'll pull in here first. We'll top off our tank since we're right here. Oops. Actually, didn't want to do that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get those commands in there. Discord. Okay, we'll get them all in there for everybody. And let's go ahead and shut things off. And we'll get some rest. We should have a clean sail into... Oh, fuck me. I really did not mean to do that. Okay, so that now puts us behind the barrel. We might... Oh, fuck. Yes. I'm glad that Jeep thought he could make it. Okay, so I just upped our ante a little bit here. I accidentally double rested there. I did not mean to do that. So yeah, I accidentally double rested, so I did not mean to do that. I don't think it's going to hurt us. We are only 250 miles out. Speed limit's 80, and I think, if I remember, 80 carries this road right into Idaho. So and we do have a full tank of gas as well, so I'm not worried about going a little bit faster just to make up for that blunder, and that really was a fucking blunder. We're gonna try to set a speed record in the T680. Okay, got our cruise set at 88 as we pass through Salt Lake City. So, yeah, it still got us arriving at quarter to 8, assuming I don't kill ourselves going around this turn. Which was pretty much assumed. Naturally, we get on the 15, and the speed limit is 70. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. I will eat the ticket only because I need to make up for that. I let this guy get an extra thing of sleep, which sucks because now I gotta essentially reprogram them. That we get back on the schedule I want them on. Okay, we got 89 on the cruise. Will it stay that way? Who the fuck knows? Almost in. It's 180 miles out. There's see the propane tank on the back of both those. Propane tank on the back of both of those forklifts. speed here. Unfortunately, every time I get to 88, I have to slow it down. Okay, speed limit's back to 80. So now I'm only speeding by 8. Should be the Idaho line I got coming up now. There it is. So now we're in the state where they put on the plate famous potatoes, which is certainly a far cry from the dramatic New Hampshire Live Free or Die. If anything can make you apprehensive about moving to any state mentioning death right on the license plate might be right up at the top of the list. But it would seem to me that somewhere between Live Free or Die and famous potatoes, the truth lies. And I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere closer to famous potatoes. Okay, so we just rounded off to 90 bucket. To show y'all what a T680 engine can do. We're going to pull in 103 miles left to go. Just over 2 hours. Game time, of course. Okay, so we are at 1 hour and 44 minutes game time away. Only 80 miles out, so we should see in any moment here coming up, we should see red flag target coming up. Oh hell. Lost a little bit of speed there, but I'd rather lose the speed than lose the load. Probably why I shouldn't be doing 90, you know? Yeah, we are, oh, there's our target. We are 55 miles out, only about an hour away. And so we will be pulling in, like I said, to Wally World and Idaho Falls. Got 48 miles, so overall not bad. I do want to thank all of you for hanging in there with me and spending a little of your Thursday evening with me here today. Any new timers out there, of course, want to say thank you for finding the channel and spending some time with me here tonight. If it is your first time, welcome, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button on whatever service you're viewing me on, whether it's YouTube or Mixer or Twitch. That way you won't miss a moment of the channel. And Brody XP08 doing exactly that. Welcome in from Mixer and welcome into the CHP Officer 20 family. Just that simple, as Brody just showed you. That way, we upload live content 5 days a week, and it's always in the afternoon. It's based on Central Time. Right now, the schedule is kind of WTF, but the one thing that's rest assured is I will be on 5 days a week. So, and hitting that subscribe button or follow button is the easiest way to stay in the know. The next easiest way to stay in the know is, of course, to go in the go to our Discord server and sign up. Free to do, of course, and you get a lot of behind-the-scenes content, some awesome photos that myself or Zach or Jay take, and we put them all in our Discord server for American Trucker. And even some from the fivem server for CHP Officer 20. Okay, nobody coming. Gotta go opposite lanes there for a second. Ooh, Chinese takeout. So, coming down the street now. Only 4 miles. No red light, no stop. Cool. I like the backwood towns. Even though it is Idaho Falls and it's more of it's a city, not a town. But you know. Yeah, okay. There's at least one traffic light. Holy shit. Let's see what we got for traffic here. See what the traffic's like on a busy Thursday evening in Idaho. Okay, should have... Oh, we have a garage we can actually purchase here, so we'll be able to do that just after we drop off this load to Wally World. So, this had to be in, according to contract, Saturday. It's going to be in about 2 days early. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to put it where they want it, depending. If they want us to just go way in bumfuck Egypt, I'll tell them what to go do with what they want. Where are we going? Okay, we're going behind the building. I reserve the right to refuse to give it where they want it. I might have to pull straight out again. Okay, don't know exactly why they want the forklifts there or like that, but hey, not my place to question it. My place just to drop the load and get paid. Okay, so we got an excellent on an 1,820-mile trip. 54 hours, 16 minutes of game time, 267 gallons of fuel used, for a total of $65,269. Okay, we leveled up. Basically, I'm just doing these in progressive order, so I've only got 2 more ups I can really do. And then I'll be getting maximum bonuses across the board. And last thing we're going to do is going to go ahead and purchase that garage. So it's just at the end of the street. This way we'll have, I don't believe we have anything in Idaho. I think this is actually the first time I've actually entered this state. It might be. I just don't remember ever being in it before to be able to get a garage. So it's going to be to our right here, and traffic is very light here in Idaho Falls. Hate it when I turn my head like that in the game and I forget to center myself again, and I've actually fucked things up big time doing that before. There we go. Okay, I gotta go third person here. Okay, I'm good. So we can manage the garage. Okay, so we got Idaho Falls. We're going to go ahead and move that up to an upgrade. There's our first money spent. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some employees. We're looking at the runt of the litters here. They're not impressing me here. Still not getting impressed. Okay, so we have nobody to really choose from. So we'll go with him first, because, again, I try to get my double skill guys first. That way, at least they're not starting from nothing when they're learning. I have no problem hiring women, just because in almost every garage where there's a woman present, the women are like my top earners. I don't know what the hell, but they are. So so that's almost a skill in and of itself. Okay, we'll go with Patrick. And probably. Yep. Our next double skiller is going to be with Stephanie G. And one last spot. Who is it going to go to? Okay. Mikhail. Okay, now let's give these people some trucks to drive. This, if you've been with me any length of time, something I've said more times than probably every viewer I have. Probably could recite it better than I could say it. I wish there was a way to actually save this on a truck, so that I'm not, you know, I'm doing the same options every time I go to buy a truck. I just wish there was a way to save this in like the settings, save the truck. That way I wouldn't have to rebuild her out every time I go to buy. I could just buy it from a memory, you know, something in the memory storage. You know what they say. I don't mind that sun guard, but the only problem is if you're in a turn lane, you can't. Sometimes you can't see the turn signal. I do the warning flags. I don't do really the oversized load bumper, and I do like my bull bars. Get my tires. I always go with the standard chrome. Get the upgraded door handle. Get the oval side flares on it. Do the tires. At least the tires, it kind of helps you out because it does both sides. So at least it kind of helps you there. Okay, so let's go ahead and confirm that in. That's now going to be about $200,000 in trucks I'm going to be purchasing. Oh, I was right. It's only the one spot in Idaho. So we're going to be buying these 5 ways. So that's going to be almost $1 million in trucks I'm purchasing. Got 2 more to purchase. Okay, let's see, how are we doing with everything across the country? Because as most of you remember, I want to get a base, at least one garage in each state. So right now we've got Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Wyoming, we got Colorado, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. No, we don't have New Mexico. I think that's El Paso. I think that's El Paso. So in California. So we're gonna need. I need still Wyoming and New Mexico, and I'm gonna need one in Montana. So I'll probably get the next load up to Montana so we can take care of that, and then get one down to maybe New Mexico where I can get a garage, and then basically that's gonna have a wall built from Montana down to Texas. Where I have all garages, then I can start on this part of the wall with the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, and Oklahoma. So we are getting there. We almost have the entire map. So let's go ahead and build that out. Everyone has their truck. We can now exit out of that. And exit out of that. We can go ahead and step out of our truck. Okay. So I want to thank everyone who's joined in with me here today, spending a little bit of your Thursday evening with a quick trip across the country, going from New Orleans to Idaho Falls, and helping me set up our brand new garage here in Idaho Falls. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. And as always, if it's your first time, welcome, and thank you for spending time with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer, so you won't miss any of the broadcasts. After that, the next easiest way to stay in touch with the series is through our Discord server. Link is in the chat. Also going to CHP Officer 20 on Facebook, or ACS 77043 on Twitter. If you have this game, American Truck Simulator, and want to join our virtual trucking company, on the multiplayer. That's dtlog.net/company/2308, and just hit that red apply, and we'll get in touch with you that way. Other than that, again, thank you for coming out, spending some of your Thursday evening. I will see you all tomorrow for our Friday Cops in the LSPDFR Matrix live PD session right here. So, till then, as always, 1AM20 to dispatch, show me, code 4107, and of course, 1042.
Like stars that shine in darkness goes so bright. You once told me I'd have to dim my light. My mystic being held by